Hey guys, Christian here. So, hi Connor. So, joining me today is Bindi, our bearded dragon, as well as goats, as you can see, including the little baby right here. Alrighty. So, today we're going to be talking about the animal rights industry. Alright. So, we understand there are people out there that don't like the idea of animals in captivity, and usually they support these organizations. However, I feel like there's two types of people. There's animal advocates and animal rights activists, which are not the same. Animal activists are people that believe in the same agenda as these organizations. Animal advocates are people that have been misguided by these organizations. Don't worry, we're gonna explain why the animal rights industry is a scam. So, I'm gonna make this video as short as possible, but it's important I get this truth out there. Before I talk about animal rights and stuff, it's important that people know exactly what animal rights is and what they stand for. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first of all, the agenda of animal rights. Guys. The agenda of animal rights is to remove animals from farms, zoos, aquariums, circuses, private owners, and even your own house. Now, one of the biggest animal rights groups out there is none other than PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. So, did you know PETA has annually, their kill rates usually come around anywhere between 90 to 98% of their animals? That's right, PETA kills up to 98% of the animals they bring in. So the dogs, the cats, the rabbits, all of that, 98% of those animals are euthanized. Now, why does PETA euthanize so many animals instead of finding them good homes for them? I'll explain. First off, it's important that we look into PETA's mission statement. PETA believes that animals are not ours to wear, to use for entertainment, to eat. Basically, if it involves humans and animals, they don't stand for it. And PETA is a pretty sick organization. Let me explain why. God, what are you doing back there? Sorry if I get distracted. Anyway, back on track. Anyway. So, for those of you that may not believe me when I say PETA is against people having animals, that includes your own dog or cat at home. Why don't we go over some quotes from one of their founders, Ingrid Newkirk. So, first quote, she said, "Why go for a costly, sickly, mass-produced purebred when shelters are full of one-of-a-kind mixed breeds who are literally dying for a home?" First of all, the reason why we have an overpopulation of pets here in the United States is because we're importing diseased animals from other countries. It's not because we're mass breeding them or anything, unlike what PETA will claim. What else did she say? Oh, I like the part where she said, these breeds who are literally dying for a home. So, PETA cares so much about the animals dying, yet they kill animals themselves? Interesting. She has also said, perhaps measuring animal intelligence by comparing it to human intelligence isn't the best litmus test. So, she's basically saying animal minds and human minds are not really the same. So why does PETA continue to personify animals? Mind explaining that? Um, what else did she say? Oh, she has also said PETA's campaign should be included in school curricula. That's right, PETA wants to indoctrinate today's youth and shove their beliefs down their throats in a classroom setting. She has also said cows are gentle, interesting animals. Now listen, I'm not saying cows aren't, cool animals. They really are. However, I highly recommend you look at exactly how many people cows kill every year. Let me know if exactly they're as gentle as PETA claims they are. Oh, and here's the part that should really sink into the minds of the viewers watching this. PETA has said we do not advocate the right to life for animals. I mean, with up to 98% kill rate, I can see them having this mindset. PETA does not advocate the right to life for animals. Okay, thanks for putting that out there, PETA. She has also said euthanasia is the kindest gift you can give to a dog or cat, unwanted or unloved. What about a home? Wouldn't that be the kindest gift? A family to go to? No. She thinks death is the best gift you can give to an unwanted animal. Alright. Cool. So now that we got PETA out of the way, let's move on to another big animal rights agency, the Humane Society of the United States, or HSUS. So, first off, it's important for people to understand they are not affiliated with your local Humane Society. Humane Society is just a name. So, let's say the Humane Society of Broward County, for example, they're not tied in with the Humane Society of the United States. These are completely separate entities. It's just a name. So, however, the Humane Society of the United States, the actual organization, does not own or operate a single shelter. And here's the crazy part. They bring in, say, about $178 million annually, and only 1% of that goes to a select few shelters, meaning 99% of your hard-earned money that you donate to them is pocketed, and guess where it goes? It sits in bank accounts in the Cayman Islands. Probably one of the reasons why they're in danger of losing their nonprofit status. Did you know that? Huh? Bindi, did you know that? Oh, you want to go on the shoulder? Okay, you can go on the shoulder. Let's see. Oh, Wayne Pacell, former CEO of the Humane Society, he has actually stated, we have no ethical obligation to preserve species. So, okay, so does that mean we should just stop conservation efforts of all animals? Because clearly we're not obligated to. I mean, humans haven't taken over their land. Humans don't cut down trees and contribute to deforestation. Humans aren't contributing to the palm oil crisis. But it is not our obligation to help these animals. We're the problem. We should be the ones fixing it. Anyway. Let's see. What else does this man say? Oh, he has also claimed himself that he does not care for animals or have a fondness for them. Okay. We're going to move on from the Humane Society and go on to another big animal rights organization, ASPCA. So the ASPCA, another thing you should know, they are not affiliated with your local SPCA. So don't worry, you can still donate to your local SPCA. ASPCA, the American organization. Different story. First off, they are just another animal rights organization, even though they paint themselves out to helping animals. Did you know they at one point had a 50% kill rate? Yeah. One example, there was a dog that they took in named Oreo, and ASPCA claimed that this was an aggressive dog and he needed to be put down. However, rescue groups offered to take him in and rehab him. basically rehabilitate him. And ASPCA just went ahead and killed him. Yeah, because you got to remember, animal rights organizations, they don't believe in actually helping animals or helping them find homes. No. They believe animals should basically be extinct from our lives. So if they can eliminate any animal, they're going to do that. ASPCA is also all about money. So those sad commercials that you see about, maybe the dog limping or a cat in a cage and all that. And, for $1 a day, you can, help save a caged animal. Except your money is not going to go to save those animals. That money is going to go to basically the ASPCA's agenda. Now, keep in mind, this is just 3 of the many, many animal rights organizations out there. However, if I talked about every one of them, we would be here for hours. So, let's talk about the animal rights industry as a whole. First of all, they're all connected in some way. The animal rights industry is connected either financially or by partnership. And what are you doing? You're gonna fall. Here, let me catch you. Here, don't fall. Let me catch you. There you go. Here, you want to go in the hat? Here, you can go in the hat. There you go. Go on my hat. There you go, bud. You got it? Don't fall. All right. Good girl. Oh, you don't want it? Okay, fine. Here, you want to relax? All right, there you go. She wants to sunbathe. That's what it is. Anyway, sorry about that. As I was saying, animal rights organizations are connected to each other in one way or another. The animal rights industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. That's right. Please don't slam the gate into the phone. Oh. Sorry, I was telling one of the girls. The animal rights industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Imagine how many animals we could save with that money. Imagine how much money could go to conservation and actually stopping poaching. But no, that money goes to an agenda, and it goes to basically removing animals from our lives. Animal rights organizations believe that animals are better off dead than in human care. They believe that we do not have the right to make decisions for animals, and animals should be free to make their own choices. Now that sounds good on the surface, and I can see why people support these organizations at first. But when you actually dive deep into exactly what they mean by that, it essentially means that we're going to have to watch animals die if we do that. Now, I'm not saying we round up all the animals in the wild and stuff them in a zoo somewhere. That's not what I'm implying. What I am implying is that humans and animals should remain integrated because there's so much conservation work that can come out of it. So, even if... What are you doing? Yes, that's a paper. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the goats again. Sorry, let me get back on track so we can wrap this video up. Please don't make noise behind me. Where was I? So, you see, you guys made me lose my train of thought. Thanks a lot. Sorry, let me look back on that. Okay. So, animals in zoos, for instance, they have bloodlines that can help continue a species. And the funding that zoos bring in helps fund worldwide conservation programs. Not to mention, there are zoos out there that are non-profits. Now, what about things like circuses, where animals are tortured and beaten and stuff like that? Not true. In fact, circuses, just like zoos and aquariums and private owners too, they are regulated by animal welfare agencies. We'll talk about that in the next video. So the animals are ensured to not only be treated properly, but they're also ensuring that the animals are cared for properly. And not to mention, these people grew up with animals in their lives. The animals really are their siblings. So it's kind of sad how the animal rights industry is painting them out as evil. Now, do I believe there are some people out there that do mistreat animals? Definitely. But there are parents out there that mistreat their children. Does that mean all parents do that? Absolutely not. Same thing with these animals. I want to thank you guys so much for watching today. If you want to continue watching this, definitely please subscribe to our channel. So this is just the first video we're making of the animal rights saga. Don't worry, there's many more videos to come from, because like I said, we could be here for hours talking, so I can make a bunch of videos on this topic. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.